What's up, everybody? I am Mr. Saturn, and I have one of the coolest BKFC fighters, Mike Hansen.
So
Dude, thank you so much for doing this interview with me, man. We finally got it locked down. I know we're talking Friday,
yeah.
Thursday, and you're not the only one. You're not the only one. Everybody, even David Feldman told me he was gonna do a freaking interview, and we're still
Oh, he did.
so it's okay. I have
Okay.
patience beyond even yes.
Understanding.
Um, Right, I'm gonna jump right into it. Your fight here in Long Beach, your opponent, man. He, you got knocked down a couple times, and
Hmm?
I remember he kept pointing at you. He was saying something. Did you hear? I mean, you went down, but were you conscious enough to hear what the hell he was saying?
Yeah. I mean, I was hurt, but I wasn't like
Right.
weary. He just kept saying, "He's done. He's
Yeah.
done. He's done." And I'm
He was
like,
protesting. Yeah, he was
"Who's done?" Because I know you're not talking about me. Like, give me like the eight
yeah.
seconds, get up, and then if I'm really done, finish me. Then when I got up, I could just tell that he was like, "Damn it." Got up, and then he ended up pushing me down to the ground. And then the ref called it, or Frank called it as a knockdown. So I was like, "All
Okay.
right, cool. 8 more seconds." I took
That's
my
right.
time, got
Sorry.
back up, ready to go. And then that's when, if you watch the video, I have it on my Instagram where I'm starting to touch, and hit him with a triple jab, overhand right, and then he started to clinch, and then we started to circle towards the ropes, and I just shelled up. He was tapping my elbows and like my bicep, and I'm like, "The hell is this?" Do an overhand right, and then a 1, 2, 3 from southpaw, and then he took a knee because I was
Yep.
piecing him up, and I was staring at him the whole time, and he said, shook his head no. After Frank Chick said, "Are you ready?" He's like, "No." And then Frank Chick was like, "Do you want to fight?" And he just didn't respond, and he called it off. And his first fight, I wasn't in there. He was getting tagged on by his opponent, and then he took a knee, and then he got hit twice.
Oh, right, right,
And
right, right.
so, in my opinion, like again, I love Dominic. We had a long conversation after the fight. He's from New York. He was out here by himself with his
Shit.
pop, but I never would have played it off to where like I was hurt enough if I could have a conversation with my corner. So, I mean, but then again, BKFC is not for
No.
everybody, right? So, um, his first fight, he ended up winning. The fight against me, he genuinely lost because he gave up. Um, And then his next fight, he's fighting some guy named Zay, uh, who fought my buddy Prince Garcia, Prince A- Alexander Prince. They fought in the Pachanga card. So that fight's gonna be an interesting fight to watch because I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I've only seen Zay fight Justin, and then my buddy Prince, and he's a scrapper. I just don't know if Dom could box
I
for
think
five
when
rounds.
when uh when he was pointing at you, he was just trying to. I think maybe he was trying to get out of there. Like he was like maybe he's trying to cause a little ruckus and get a
Yeah,
draw attention to you, but you weren't. Yeah,
wasn't
you
gonna
weren't having
happen.
it.
Fuck no. No, there's no way, bro.
Uh,
Like he was overly excited because he dropped
yeah.
me pretty hard. Like that left hook caught me pretty well, and like the inside of my lip was like swollen for like a month.
Jeez.
It was a perfect left hook. I even put my hand up like this though, and he went right past my wrist and clean clicked me. Like that video is just it was a perfectly well placed hook for bare knuckle. But no, I'm never gonna go out. Sorry.
I knew automatically. That's why I wanted to bring it up before we get the interview started. Well, at the beginning. Excuse me. Still recording. That's a funny side joke. Hey Mike, real quick. Let me do the intro real quick because my stupid ass didn't record the damn fucking. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
got it. Yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
stupid.
Grandfather put me in LA boxing for kickboxing and boxing back in the day. Out in I think it was Fullerton. Fell in love with it. I wrestled in Colorado because my best friend Nick. I could never hang out with him because he's always wrestling. So I said, "Dad, can you throw me in wrestling?" So out in Grand Junction, I was wrestling since I was 8 to about 12, and then came out here, started throwing my hands, doing some kicks, some kickboxing. Got into high school, wrestled, started varsity as a freshman at 125, 4 year letterman. Um, and then right when I graduated, actually during high school, I was doing some backyard stuff
Okay.
with my friends.
Okay.
Street fight all the time. Constantly got in trouble. Constantly got in trouble. Um, and then when I graduated high school, I found out I was having a son, and so I did. I was working at a job I didn't like. That I want to fight, and then as an amateur, I didn't do well. Just because I was doing it with no experience. I was at a jiu-jitsu gym training for MMA fights. So like I didn't really get the aspect of like throwing the hands and setting it up. I would just throw to bang, and then I'd either get
Yeah.
caught or I would catch them early. It'd be either or.
Right.
Live by the sword, die by the sword. I don't have any submissions on my record. I've never been submitted. I've either knocked somebody out or I've gotten knocked out. But after that, I started getting more serious about my career as a professional. Lost my pro debut, and then went on like a 2-3 fight win streak, and then lost like 3 or 4 more. And that's when I found BK. I was trying to get into bare knuckle into
Okay.
BKFC 3 years ago. I was blowing up Nate on Instagram, and basically blowing him up. And who am I? Like
Yeah.
he's busy.
Yes.
This sport's blowing up. So finally, I got the call to fight in July because my brother was supposed to fight on the same card, and I somehow got a hold of Nate. I was like, "Hey, yo, my brother's fighting on the card. I want to fight too. We're local. That'd be a crazy story. Two brothers fighting on the card. Two local guys. I obviously fought on the card. His fight fell out, and I don't regret it because I'm not fighting anywhere else except for BKFC, and then I'll be
That's
done.
very interesting, dude. Quite a few fighters are kind of have a similar. Because I always want to know how did you guys go from your career and then just BKFC, and similar, they reach out, they're interested. It didn't freak you out, man, that you're gonna. I mean, yeah, you were doing backyard stuff, but I mean, just bare knuckle. You were just like, hey, this is what I want. Like, I got this. I got the dog in me. Like, what was it? What was the mentality going in saying I want to do BKFC?
It was like I'm fighting all over again, brand new.
Okay.
My my very first amateur fight at the OC Fair. I was terrified, but but I knew that the opponents that I have fought, if you look at me up on Tapology and then look who I've fought and beaten and fought and lost to, they're not slouches. They are not slumps. They have winning records. So I knew that going into BK, and the community of mixed martial arts is super small, especially here in Southern California. A few of my close training partners or old training partners knew that this was a great move for me because in the training room during sparring and in my fights, I'm about 100%. I'm not taking a step back. I mean, if you watch my fight with
No.
Anthony,
Yeah.
I didn't step back. I stepped forward. With Dominic, I stepped forward. With whoever I fight next, I'm stepping forward. Just for some reason, it's just like I was
You're just
literally made
I
for bare
agree.
knuckle.
I agree. That's good. Yeah. I mean, it's a hard it's a hard thing to like to not anybody can do it. We just touched on that. Not anybody can do it. Like, oh, so would you say you used to get into a lot of fights when you were a kiddo?
Dude, I I got in trouble with the law. I had a short
Okay.
stint in juvenile hall for an incident that I won't talk about. But yes, I used to get in a shit ton of fist fights.
Okay, we won't touch on the law stuff, but okay, okay. I can, you know what? I can actually picture you, dude. I can picture you being a roughneck, dude, just like over here. Um, do you do you think
But yeah,
because you mentioned you had a kiddo, you have a son.
yeah, I have a son, a
Okay.
daughter, and then a stepson.
Um, is fighting something that you see in your kids? Are your kids kind of a brawlers, you know?
If you look my son up on Instagram, or if you see all the stuff that I tag him in, this kid will give grown men a hard
Okay.
time. I
Yeah.
mean, he gives me a hard time. I've had him in the gym with me since he was like. I mean, I have videos when he was like 4 or 5, doing push-ups, sit-ups, sprints, and then punching the bag. I just posted them not so long ago. I'll repost them and
Share 'em, yeah, share
I'll
'em.
show you them. But he, dude, he's been boxing, kickboxing since he could like learn to speak, and now he's 16 years old. Literally, he's known for the guy in the school like, okay,
Yeah.
well, don't mess with
Your
Matthew
trainer.
because
Yeah.
He has the hand, but also his dad. Don't mess with it because of his dad. But he also has his own like his own quote
Yeah.
unquote like his legacy. Like I have seen him spar men that are like my age, a great skill level, and they'll come to me off the mat and they'll be like, "Dude, is that your son? He's what 18?" I'm like, "No, he's 15. He's 14." Like, no, that he is not 18, but he's
Yeah.
very
That's
well.
cool,
He's
dude.
good.
That's cool. What about your other kiddos? Your daughter? Where do you see your daughter? Like, does
My
four?
daughter's 4. Yeah, so she's a little bit on like she's like a tomboyish, I guess you say. She's like down to get in trouble, but she's like very like the moment she gets in trouble, then she's kind of on the softer side. So for her, it's just gonna be a flip of a coin. And then my stepson, he's beyond psychotic.
Yeah,
He's crazy in
of
like a
course.
good way, right? So like he's down to do some stuff that his mom will not approve of with me, which is fun.
Is-
I have his mom's in the back
Hello.
watching.
um. Um. Okay. So, what kind of things would you guys do? I appreciate me, saying hi to your white girlfriend. What does a typical
Yes,
family day look like for you guys?
a lot of yelling. No, I'm just kidding. It varies day by day. When we have him, it's very like on a schedule because he's
Yeah.
8 and he has school, pick up, drop off. He does soccer, practices, get home. Uh, he still has a shit ton of energy, so we go outside, and we have a puppy too, which is a ball of energy. So when he's here, it's very scheduled. Like when he's not here, we're either at the gym or we're just randomly doing stuff like we are today. Like it's Sunday, we didn't do a damn thing today. We went out to eat, and then she's pregnant, so um,
Yeah.
we can't do much anyways. Like we would normally go out to like downtown Riverside or go out to a bar out here,
Yeah.
but we can't do that now because
Yeah.
she's pregnant.
Congratulations and happy late birthday, I think, right?
Yeah, happy late birthday. The
Okay.
the kid's not mine though.
What? For reals? What
Yeah,
happened?
serious. She's a surrogate.
Oh, still correct. Hold on. You threw me off right there, and I don't even know what to
Yeah,
say.
yeah, yeah. Sorry.
I'm gonna have to edit that. Hold on. We have to edit that. Um, well,
No, dude, that's funny. No, so long story short, she's a surrogate. So the kid's
okay.
not mine, and I'm not lying.
That. Okay, hold on. That's tough. And when I say tough, that's tough for me to hear because I think man to man, I put myself in those shoes. I'm like, wow, like that takes such a high quality dude. You know, I don't know. I'm only saying this because I can be very immature in a lot of my ways of thinking.
Okay.
so,
Yeah.
so hey, you know what? That's awesome. That's beautiful. I guess I kind of could relate. I don't want to go too far from this, but uh, towards the end of when my wife was slowly declining, all of a sudden I started having these not urges, but like a desire to have a child. We tried and it didn't really work out. So
Yeah.
I was looking outwards about looking for like a surrogate too, and I asked her sister and stuff, but it didn't happen.
Mhm.
Uh, Long story short, well, not even long story. What I'm trying to say is I get it. I guess I can relate. That's a blessing what you guys are doing. Like that's whew.
Well, if she's doing it, I'm just supporting her.
Well, yeah, but you're there with her. Yeah, you're a
Yeah.
part of it, even though you're not. It's not your kid. If that makes yeah, you're
Yeah.
still a part of it. That's your woman. So, all right, that's
Well,
awesome, man. Cool.
it's it's fun to make the jokes like how I just like totally confuse the shit out of you. I'm like, yeah, she's
Oh,
pregnant. Everyone says congrats. I'm like, yeah, but the kid's not mine.
yeah, yeah,
And I'm like serious about it. And they're like, it's because she's a surrogate. And
yeah,
then they're like, what the?
yeah.
So I have a little joke about
Fucking
it.
Mike, dude, you're crazy. Um, what kind of hobbies did you have growing up, dude? A lot of your fellow BKFC fighters were like skaters and gamers like me. What were
Yeah.
you in?
Dude, I pretty much grew up in Colorado, so I had a 3-wheeler, like a little ATC
Okay.
that my dad got me. I had a BB gun, and I would always go out and shoot prairie dogs. I would shoot birds. My dad would take me and my other brothers hunting. So I would sit there next to him as he goes and either he shoots or he uses a bow and arrow and kills a buck or something. then we would go out there, go get it, bring it back, watch them skin it. Um, and then once I moved from Colorado to here, is when it got more into like the skating, the video games. There's a lot more to do. So, but I would have much rather lived. Like, I love the place that we're at because we have a house with some land, and our puppy just loves it. Sometimes we lose him because our land is so big. Like, it's so much room to run. I prefer this than to live in the city life.
I get it. Tranquility, right?
Yeah, tranquility for sure.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know. It's the heat. I like the city. I'm here in Long Beach, right in the middle of all the bullshit, bro. So, and I'm
Yeah,
addicted to it. I love the parrots screaming at fucking 5:30 in the morning, and the freaking the gardeners 7:30. I love it. It's like a lullaby to me.
that's crazy. Yeah, I don't miss that. I don't miss
Well,
that at all.
but so my mom used to have a house in Mexicali. I don't know if you're familiar with Mexicali.
Yes, southern, like southern
It's
Southern
like
California.
El Centro, yeah, yeah. It's like El Centro, Imperial Valley, or whatever.
Yeah, they're way down there.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
and their house was like in the boonies. It was in the middle of nowhere. It was in the desert, and I did enjoy when me and my wife would head out that way.
Mhm.
It's quiet. We can go sit in the backyard and just hear nature. And
Yeah.
occasionally a car pass by, but
No,
it,
no, that's exactly how it's out here. I mean, I'll even lay down, ask her, I'll lay down and I'll just stare at the stars. There's
yeah,
more stars out here than there are in the city.
damn that smog.
Damn that smog. Goddamn that.
um, damn, Mike. Okay, so let me pick your brain a little bit, dude.
Go ahead.
You've heard about that dumb freaking conversation the internet is having about the hundred men versus a gorilla.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Okay, I have two answers. I,
Come on.
I, I I have two answers. One, my answer is we would absolutely rip that gorilla to shreds if 35% of them backed
Hold on,
out.
hold on. Start over because it cut out. I want to hear this. Start over again.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
I have two answers.
Okay.
My first answer is going to be if we all 100 men, which can be average men, they have to be athletic.
Athletic.
If
Yep.
all 100 of us jump him at one time, all of us at one time, we're going to rip that dude apart.
He's done.
That
Done.
that
Yeah.
gorilla is done. We're going to murder him. But if 40 to 50% of them back out, we're all fucked.
That's very true.
Well,
Cause
it's either
yeah.
we go all in or we just deal with the consequences and then just get murdered by a gorilla.
All
That's
right.
it.
President Trump said, "You know what? We got to take this gorilla down. You got to pick 5 of your boys, or you're gonna go to prison. Who you bringing with you?
Anybody?
Anybody. It could be even freaking fictional, bro. Just who you got.
I'm gonna go Goldberg in his prime.
Oh,
I'm gonna go The Rock in his prime.
damn. Okay.
I'm gonna go Tom Aspinall.
Hell yeah. Woo.
I might have to throw Jones in there, but he might fight Aspinall.
Yeah. They might get distracted.
And then I might have to put in Diaz just to distract him with his attitude.
Talking shit, huh? Throwing shit
Yeah,
at
yeah.
him.
Throwing water bottles. Yeah. And then I'll be in the back just making sure that they all survive because I'm not gonna run up there.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. I like your picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree though, dear. You nailed it. You nailed it on the spot.
Mhm.
If we rush them, yeah, as long as everybody's in, there will be
Everybody.
casualties.
Hmm.
Somebody's gonna be the one that's gonna get ripped apart right
Yeah.
away.
or
But
or, like, or their head smashed to like a fucking
yes,
watermelon.
or
Maybe 30 of us might be out, but that gorilla's absolutely going to be done.
Well, that's yeah. Actually, it's funny because I saw a video where they broke it down, or I don't know if AI broke it down, and they don't have that much stamina.
No,
They will no. They will. He will. The gorilla will tire out. Like
yep,
yeah. So it's possible, but
yeah, 100 of anybody, I feel like will be a problem.
the internet is wild with these freaking things, dude. Did you ever do
Especially
any of
AI.
those? Did you ever do any of those dumb challenges? I think the one that was crazy was when they tried to walk up the crates. Did you ever see that one?
Yeah, that's stupid. You're just asking to go to the hospital. No, I would never do that. Bro, I'm too old, bro. Like even getting up out of the chair hurts.
I agree, bro. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of too old, bro, I mean, you're a fighter, you train, you eat healthy. You still feel age, bro? You still feel? I mean, 35. What are you? 35, 36?
35.
35. Do you feel
Yeah.
age is creeping up?
I feel it when I'm not active. Like right now, I'm not really training that much because I'm transitioning between a few things. But like once I'm fully in camp and I'm 100% engaged and locked in, I don't feel my age. But when I'm a little bit more on the living life kind of situation, I definitely feel it. Definitely feel it.
Damn, we're getting there, bro. I
We
look.
are getting there.
I I don't want to think about it, bro. I'm getting a lot of white. I can see you have a lot of gray hairs as
Yeah.
well. I have a patch right here in my forehead, on the front of my head. There's this white coming in. I look like
Yeah.
a rogue, I guess. You know.
You rogue, yeah, for X-Men, yeah.
I
All these gray hairs are from her though, so it's crazy.
Hey, what's going on? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Uh,
Um, so hey, so how long have you and your girlfriend been together?
a little over a year.
Okay, how'd you guys
Mhm.
meet? What's the story? Tell us the story. What's the juice?
How do we meet, huh?
Yeah, what's
We
up?
met on Tinder.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Cool, cool.
Yeah, so we were both supposed to just be like a weekend occupy for a few months till it dies out and move on to the next, and then it
You
didn't
didn't
work that way.
expect. You didn't expect it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. All right, I'm glad we're here because I'm lucky that I met somebody online too, which is my wife. I met her online
we're at
and we got married and so yeah,
what
cool.
website or what app?
I think it was POF.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
2017, 2016. That's when I met her.
Yeah,
Yeah, so damn, not everybody gets lucky though. It's a fucking it's wild.
it's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah. Um. All right. I've asked this question to a few fighters, and I get some pretty funny answers, dude. You're hanging out with the boys, and you're the DJ. You're hooked up to Bluetooth.
oh shit.
You're chilling. You're talking. Your liked songs playlist on Spotify is playing, but then you hear a song that you don't want your boys to hear that you have on your liked playlist. So you rush over there to pause it. What song is playing?
Damn, that's a very good question. Um, it's gonna have to be like a like a slow, lovey-dovey,
Okay.
like Chris Brown song or something.
Go with it. What song by Chris Brown?
I'm trying to think right now.
I like "Step in the Name of Love." No, that's not. No, no, that's no.
That's Usher.
Excuse me, Miss is the one I
Excuse
like.
me, yeah. I
Yeah,
think the one that I would probably like
that'll be on your playlist and nobody knows. Yeah,
and nobody knows, it'd probably have to be
I mean we're about to know, but
it would probably be more of like a sad one. The song's called All on Me from Chris Brown. It would
okay.
totally ruin the mood. It would just ruin the mood.
Yeah,
We'd
see
be
that.
going from vibing to like, who the fuck's sad?
The fuck. Okay, good. I like that. I like that. If you're outside your house, dude, and you hear some screeches coming down the street, and you see the fucking DeLorean pop up, and Doc Brown opens up the car door and he's like, "Yo, let's go. I'm gonna take you anywhere you want to go in the past. But the
Mm.
only way we can get back is if you beat up somebody from that era. Where would you go, and who would it be?"
I'd probably go back to the time to whoever made meth, beat his
Oh,
ass,
all
and
right.
then come back. I don't know who it is, but 100% do that.
I like
I
that.
think
I like
go
that.
back to like 17 something and whatever the dude made math, I'm gonna
Well,
just
I heard that they was created by the Nazis, dude.
then I'm going back to freaking World War II and I'm gonna slam Hitler in the face. Yeah. Stupid ass
I like
Nazis.
that. All right, good,
Yeah,
good. All right, cool. Yeah, what's his name? Rick James said cocaine's a hell of a drug, but
for
meth
sure.
fucking it's a trip. It's a trip.
That's
Not
good.
I'm not trying to say anything, but I'm just saying you see people and usually
Mhm.
that's what their choice is nowadays.
Nowadays it's yeah, they all skip the whole like simpler stuff and they go to the hardcore shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Do
That's
you
right.
uh do you indulge in any 420?
Not like flower, but my girl has a pin that I would hit sometimes. I just
Okay.
been very like paranoid to do it because my brother gave me a horrible trip off of gummies one time,
Oh my god.
and
I'm
No, I I have to get him on here to explain it because I just remember that I thought I was literally falling out of the couch like over and over and over, like hip falling in like a sequence. I couldn't blink. I didn't know where I was, and I kept begging him to take me to the hospital. But he gave me like these peach rings, and you're only supposed to have like one or two. I had the whole,
Supposedly.
I had the whole bag. I had 10 of them, and then I just remember waking up like a day and a half later, almost 2 days later, like absolutely out of it. Like what? So since then, like the only if I wanted to indulge in 420, I would prefer the flower side and make my own little like something small. I ain't trying to go no fat ass freaking Snoop Dogg joint. No, I
Yeah.
just want to feel good, not trip out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with that stuff, there's a fine line between feeling good and then tripping. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
other kind of drugs that are not legal, you could feel that fine line happen. I'm not saying by experience, but I just heard some
No, yeah, of
stories.
course. Yeah.
But there's other drugs that you can take out there that you'll know, like, okay, here's my threshold. When it comes to weed, you can't, you don't. It's either you're way overdosed or you're way underdosed, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I know, I agree. I agree. I indulge recreational
Yeah, no, hell yeah, yeah.
and
And she definitely does too, but she can't right now
yep.
because
Gotta watch the
yeah,
baby.
she got pregnant by somebody else.
Mike. Oh my God. All right, hold on. Before we move out of the, I don't want to get too personal, but real quick, man. Now,
Yeah.
especially because your ladies back there listening. Um,
Mm-hmm.
what's your guys' dance song or go-to song,
Come,
like romantic song?
come, come here. That's a
Yeah.
good question. Overtime by Chris Brown.
Overtime. Oh, so Chris Brown is probably all in your fucking playlist, huh?
That's all that I listen to. That's the only ask her. That's the only thing that I listen to. It's Chris Brown. It's like the new age slash old
Yeah.
hip hop or the R
Yeah.
and B. That's what I work out to.
I was going there. I was going there. Okay. So you don't need some freaking like Dragon Force or some
Metallica.
yeah. You just need
Nah,
rhythm to just
I just need to
yeah.
chill and get in the thought process of certain things, and then just because when I'm working out, I'm trying to work out to look good. So why am I gonna listen to Metallica headbanging when I can listen to Chris Brown who's talking about like making love to you and
Yeah.
you know doing certain
Hey,
things?
it sounds like you got a pretty romantic man over here, Miss Henson, Miss or future Miss Henson.
Where are you? He's hiding. He's scared.
Show yourself, lady. Nah. Hey, how's it going?
Well,
Nice to meet you. Well, you know what? Because you're clowning around all the time. Congratulations. Hell yeah.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Uh,
Yeah.
I was
Thanks.
asking him about the by you guys' like love song, and he says, what was it again, Mike?
It was it's it's
Overtime.
overtime
Yeah.
by Chris Brown.
I'm like, you better remember. But I wasn't into Chris Brown when we
Yeah.
met. Like I wasn't. I mean, Chris
Yeah.
Brown's great.
Cool.
Don't get me wrong.
Wow,
Mike,
But,
wow.
it's
but
so great.
I'm more of like
Country.
I love country.
Oh,
Morgan
Yeah.
Wallen.
I'm from Dallas, Texas.
oh,
So
wow, that's different. You got a Cali and a Texan. What the Californian and a Texan? That's unique. How does that work out?
yeah.
It's fun. We a lot of fist fights. No, I'm just kidding.
I always win.
Yeah,
I
because I
believe you,
don't
girl. I
touch it.
believe you. I
But
believe you.
I have proof that she does. But ow, see, um, it's unique. She's the first of her kind that I
Of
have
her
dated.
kind, yes. I like.
Oh my
Yeah,
Yeah,
god.
Texans
yeah.
are a
She's
different
like,
breed. What do you mean? Yes, your kind. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh my god.
it is. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We're both the polar opposites of what
Yeah.
we would date in the
Okay.
past.
Yeah, he's not who I would have ever dated. I was like like long story short, like he was right. Like I would have never went for
You
him. And but I'm
Mike, that kind of
glad that I
hurt me,
did.
bro.
But
That
yeah.
hurt me. Damn. That's
Okay.
cool.
No, but now honestly it's on like when you don't expect, anything, it comes out even better than you ever expected.
100%. What this is gonna sound kind of dumb. Well, not okay. Have you guys ever seen the movie Blood and Blood Out?
We just
Yeah,
watched it.
just watch.
I just showed her that movie
I've
what
never
three
seen it.
days ago,
Yeah.
and she was complaining because it was like three
Yeah,
hours long. I was like,
Three
it's a
and
good
no, it's
movie.
3 hours and 48
but
minutes. And I'm like, what the heck?
there's a scene. There's a scene where they're in prison and Miklo's like, when you he's like when you do stuff and you don't expect anything in return, like that's destiny. But I guess that's what you're saying, when you don't expect it, it's the
Mhm.
best. I guess essentially is what he's saying. Uh,
Yeah.
the best.
Like,
Yeah.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's
I
perfectly
mean,
said.
from our relationship to his BKFC like thing, like I jumped into this relationship not knowing who he was and what he did, and that I saw some of his videos when we got together, and then he's like, "Hey, babe, just so you know, we're only been dating for about a month or
What?
two, but I'm gonna be doing BKFC," and I was like, "What's BKFC?" I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
God."
So
So, and I supported him, like I still
does it freak
do,
you out?
like with whatever he does,
Does it
support. That's what you do with.
does it freak you out when he's fighting? Like, I mean, obviously, but how do you feel?
I needed a few margaritas to get through the
Yeah.
first. The one in Pachanga was my first. I mean, we just got together last year, and he just started. He did that. That was his first BKFC. So, and I had support. He had support there that night, but it's different. Like it's completely different the way you see your significant
Yeah, yeah.
other being, doing it.
Yeah, bare
And
knuckle
Yeah,
too. It's
taking
fun.
hits like,
yeah,
you know?
this is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the anxiety of being as a girlfriend or like a wife, being in that position, it's a lot of anxiety and a lot of margaritas. Let's just say that.
Hey, you know what? It's okay because doing these interviews is pretty tough for me. And sometimes I like having a couple drinks when I'm doing it because I'm just essentially just
Yeah.
hanging out with you guys right now. So I agree with your
Yeah.
Yeah,
margarita statement. All right, you're good.
I mean, I could be doing something
Yes.
else, but
Yeah.
right, but yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm really honestly proud. I mean, every fighter that we've met, like they're so humbling.
Right?
Like there's so many
Right?
fighters so like people assume like, oh, fighters have a like they're they're like a certain way, and I'm like, no, when you guys meet them, it's a great like experience between the fighters, and then how he is with them too, and how he is around other people. It's just great. It's a great environment. Everybody should go to a fight. Any fight. It's a great
Yes,
time.
yes, I like that. I like that. Well, you know what? Hopefully you guys are down the street. I had mentioned to Mike. He's like, hey, maybe we should hang out. You guys can come to the swap meet. We should go to the swap meet. But you know what I was
yeah,
thinking?
You wanted to go.
yeah.
Yeah,
She said that today
yeah.
Yeah.
to the one out here in
You guys
Riverside.
have one
Yeah,
over the Riverside too?
yeah.
Yeah,
By the
off of Van
drive-in.
What's it
Buren.
like? Oh, here we go. Now we're on my page now. We're
Now we're doing your now we're doing your interview.
yeah, right. What
I've only been there once, but it's very much like a swap meet.
do they have
It's
music and
Yeah.
then drinks and stuff?
Yep.
yeah. It reminded me of it reminds me of the
Yeah,
fair.
perfect.
Like you have
Yeah,
food, and a bunch of stuff
yeah.
to buy. You have music, and you got like there's entertainment. I think I saw last time I went. I haven't gone there in like 3 years, but
It's very popular down here. You have to find parking literally down the street from
The venue,
from
yeah,
where it's
yeah.
at.
I mean, let's plan
But
something out, man. I mean, I'm down. And
I'm
then
down.
I
yeah,
have a friend in Fontana, and then obviously up in the high desert as well. So I mean, we should do something like that, and then we can do a live interview. That'd be fun.
That'd
Yeah.
be dope.
by the way, because I was eavesdropping, and so I was hearing a story about what you and your wife went through. And it does it touched me, and I'm a very emotional person when it comes to like what I'm doing,
She gets angry.
especially. So it really does like help, like hearing stories
Yeah.
like that, like having it's hard, like especially now. It's the infertility, just everything. Like nowadays, it's harder to
It's
have
complicated.
your little bundle of joy.
So complicated.
Yeah, it's very complicated. It's not easy. So I give props for you and her for
Well, I
going
know. I
through.
just hold on. I'm about to turn the tables, and I give props to you for being that blessing for somebody else.
I appreciate that. I mean, I get poked every single night.
Hold on.
So,
Oh, you're
but
funny too, huh? You're funny, huh? You're a funny girl. Yeah, just like your man. No, I'm just kidding. I know what you mean. I
Nah,
know what
I
you
think we fit so well together.
she does these injections every
Yeah.
night with like some hormonal stuff
Yeah.
every night at 8 o'clock. So I'm the one who has to administer them, and it's fun.
mean.
he likes it because every time we get into an argument, it's
Mm-hmm.
right
I'm like, come here.
before
Come here.
I
Nur-
get stabbed with a
Nurse Mike,
boogie.
Nurse
Yeah,
Mike, night
Nurse,
night
nurse,
yeah.
nurse.
nurse,
You know what?
nurse Mighty Mouse.
There we go.
Oh my god.
Well, it was really great talking to
Hey,
you, and I can't wait to see you and get
yeah,
together.
yeah, we'll
Yeah.
plan something. Nice to meet you. Oh, Mike, man, whew. Yeah. I'm glad we got to do this interview today.
That's
So
fun.
hold on, I'm not finished with you, brother. I'm not finished by a long
No,
shot.
all good. Plenty of time.
No, I'm just kidding. Uh, so you don't like hardcore stuff when you're working out. How often do you train, man? Right now you said you're transitioning on maybe a couple of you know you're not training as much, right?
Things. Yeah. You know, there's I'm gonna be working with this guy out here in Riverside. I've already set it all up. I just have to go show up and and start training. I do work in the fitness industry, so I'm at the gym all the time. When I'm locked in, like so right now, I, I have nothing set up. I was supposed to fight July 26th or 7th at Pachanga, but I was told
Yeah,
that card got
yeah. Oh,
scrapped.
fuck. Mhm.
So I'm talking to my management team, and I'm just like, dude, send me up. I want to go on the Texas card in June. I want to go on the same card as the Cut Man and
Oh yeah,
Strode because I would love to get a because I would love to get a crack at one of them. I was supposed to fight, or it was in the works. I was never supposed to fight. There was no contract, so no one gets it twisted. It was thrown at me like, "Hey, you might be able to get a chance to fight Chancey Wilson." I'm like,
yeah.
"Set it
Hell
up,
yeah.
set it up. I'll do it right now. I'll do it next week. I'll do it next month." Because that would skyrocket me to the potential of getting the fight for the interim belt, or fight the winner or the loser of the interim belt, right? So now that I have nothing set up, I'm just waiting to get on, not like the next card, just to get on the next card. The right opponent has to come up too. Like I'm not gonna fight somebody who's gonna put me
Yeah.
back. Like I'm not gonna fight somebody that's not doing some work in the company at the flyweight division. I'm not interested. If they're the only option, I'll take it. But I'm 2-0 with the two first round knockouts. Um, that's what I mean, I'm gonna demand nothing but respect because I have earned it now. Both my fights I've gotten dropped uh pretty
Yeah.
bad. But I mean, I've been doing that my whole career. So for people who say like, "Oh, that guy's just gonna get caught one day by a power puncher," it's not gonna happen. Um, I just, I just want to fight already. I haven't fought since November. I was planning on fighting 2, 3 times this year. I'm just waiting for I'm just waiting for the text message saying, "Hey, here's your date. Here's your
It's
opponent."
crazy with how I hear that often with fighters. If you don't mind, could you let us? Could you bring us backstage? Like, what? How does negotiations and how does that all work out? Or your managers? You just have to wait on your manager to make, or how does it work out?
Yeah. So my first fight in July, I reached out to Nate, so I was able to not really negotiate because you're supposed to do the whole tryout process, do this and that. I fast forward, I skipped a line, I jumped in front of everybody, and I got that fight. So I took whatever that they were going to pay me. I didn't
Right.
really give a shit, to be honest. I'm like, pay me nothing, pay for all my medicals, whatever. Um, the second fight, I also got by myself. I didn't have anybody to manage me. That one I negotiated a little bit as far as how much I was getting paid, a hotel stay, anything else that I kind of wanted. I would just ask them. But now my next fight's going to be all done through my management team, who has a very good, some good rapport and a good relationship with Nate. So they said that they're going to take care of me as far as compensation and opponent. I don't really care who I fight next, but I'm also not going to fight just some random guy coming into the company. It, I have to fight somebody
Yeah.
that makes sense for myself. You know, like if I was 0-1 or like 1-1, I don't have that much leeway. I have to take whatever they give me. But I'm 2-0, two first round knockouts at the flyweight division, which it's hard to do that. It's hard to get first round finishes in general, right? I also know that my skill set in this division should be top five, 100%. You know, I outboxed and I out moved Anthony. I outdogged Dominic, and whoever I fight next is going to get a combination of those both.
I like that. like your you I can hear how much you freaking uh trust and believe in yourself. Yeah, you're
Mhm.
hungry. Like I get it, and yeah, you definitely need somebody with some more merit, like some more a name, a good name to really get you up there. And I know I believe you're ready,
Yeah,
man. I mean, like I said that when man, you got knocked down a couple times and you came back and boom, you showed them like it don't matter if you're gonna go down, like you're gonna get right back up.
yeah.
Don't it's not over until it's over.
It's not over until I'm like waking up for the ref
Yeah,
and the
ringside
ringside
doctor.
doctor. Like I've literally said this a million times. Like I'm gonna go out in brutal fashion. Like I'm gonna get slept or I'm gonna do the sleeping. Like I did to Anthony, like I did to Dominic, who just quit. Because if with the Dominic fight, if he would have kept going, I would have just pieced him up. It would have been unnecessary damage that he would have taken, or he would have just probably dropped to his knees right after that and taken a knee. Because it's just once they realized that they can't finish me, I literally saw it in Dominic's posture and demeanor and his face. He was like, "This guy just doesn't go down." I kept getting up, kept getting up, kept getting up, and I'm like, "You got to hit me with the kitchen sink, bro. Like that's the only way I'm gonna go out." Anthony hit me pretty well. I got up. I threw a overhand right instantly because I wanted to show him like
Not
I'm still
playing, yeah.
here. And then after I put him down, I ran up to him, not to like follow up, but just be like, "Yeah, you're done. You're done, buddy. Like you're not getting back up." And um, both of those guys are very stand-up guys, but me and Anthony got super, 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 super close
No
after that
shit.
fight. Like I bought one of his shirts that he was selling. I wore on the night of his fight. Me and my girl watched his fight. I tagged him in all the
Nice.
stories. I was hoping to God that he got a finish though. Like I I love that fight. I've seen so much improvement from Anthony. I didn't know a damn thing about this Chachi guy, and I just knew that it's his pro debut.
Right.
I kind of expected a little bit more from Anthony in the sense of like a finish. I thought he was going to finish him. I was telling my girl, I'm like, we'll be here for 15 minutes and the fight's going to be over. 10 minutes. I watch total 10 minutes, and it went all 5 rounds. But in that 5 rounds, I did see like a massive improvement in Anthony, and I I hope he's able to fight. There's a few guys out there that I hope he's able to fight, but I hope that he's able to get someone solid
Yeah.
next. To actually because he went against me. He has more fights than I do. I feel like, in my opinion, I have more quality of the fights with the guys that I fought in as far as the name. Me and Sean O'Malley have a win over the same guy. Like that's how deep the talent pool was at 125. So for him to take that fight against me and then actually put me down like that, I just got caught freaking
Yeah.
slinging.
Yeah.
If you watch
Yes.
that video, I was going hook for a hook, and then I
Yeah.
got caught. I was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck!" It hurt me. It definitely hurt me. But I wasn't familiar with the 8 count because I'm like, "What the? Oh,
Mandatory.
I have
Yeah.
8 seconds. Okay, cool,
Mandatory.
chill,
You're good. You're good, bro.
chill." I got him
Yeah.
7. Like, you ready? I'm like, "Whatever, dude. Like, I'm either gonna die or I'm gonna kill him. I don't know.
I'm
I don't
either
really
gonna
care."
die or kill. I love it. I love it.
It's one of
Good
those two,
shit,
yeah.
bro.
But like that, I mean, even in my MMA fights, I've been that same way. I would never shoot for a takedown. I would always stuff the shots. We're gonna kickbox. And so now that I'm able to do bare knuckle boxing, I don't care who they put in front of me. Like I would fight a top 5 guy right now. I don't even know who the top 5 is, but I don't care who they are. The next fight's gonna be another finish for sure on my end. I'm gonna get a finish.
Putting aside that you need a good fight to really put you out there. Um, and now that you have a cool relationship with Anthony, would you rematch him again?
Yes, 100%.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. That'd be cool, a good fight. It's not even that.
The only way I would do that like sooner than later is if there was no options for me. I'm not saying that like he's like the last option, but I've already beat the guy. I want to see him come up, and then I want us to
Later
fight
on,
when
yeah,
it's
later
like,
on along the yes,
yeah.
yes, that's
And
cool.
then I just feel, I mean, and this is just my personal
Yeah, of
opinion.
course, of
I
course.
I love the dude. We still talk to this day. I was messaging him this morning. I just feel like it would be the same outcome. Like I don't see myself losing that fight. Like I don't, as far as like, because I know that bare knuckle boxing, you can't go in there and
No,
box. You
no.
can. but to a certain point. But you can't sit there and then shell up, move,
Exactly.
box, slip, parry,
Hell
because you're
yeah.
gonna get
Yes.
fucked up. And I just feel like I have a few more ounces of dog in me than
Okay.
him. Not saying that he doesn't have a
That's
dog,
fair.
but
Yeah, you're
it's
good.
just the way
Yeah,
that I was brought up.
you're good. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I get you 100%.
But yeah, I would definitely fight him again 100%. Him and I've already talked about that. I'm like, dude, you get a few more wins, I'll get one or two more wins, and then let's just say, hey, Nate, set us up
Yeah.
right now. I don't care.
It's like a fight movie or something, you know. It could be a nice cool little
Yeah,
like a story, you know. They fought
great
each
story.
other before, and now that, you know, I don't want to get all into that. I don't want you to steal my idea, Mike. Stop. Anyways. Um
No, it's all good.
no, I'm just kidding. Um Well, fuck. Is there any talks? I mean, you haven't you didn't you would have mentioned it, but there's nothing going on right now. There's nobody's there's
I'm just waiting because I know that they have the a Texas card in
yeah,
June, which I think is too late for me now. They've already
yeah,
filled the slots. Um, I The July 12th is that G and that Strode
yeah,
fight in Hollywood out of Florida, and then there's a July 29th card. I'm either gonna shoot like I'm actually gonna message my management team tomorrow and just follow up with them like probably every other day or like every 3 days and be like, yo,
yeah,
like give me like a date. I don't care about the opponent, just give me a date so I can start getting ready. But I should already be doing my job and staying ready. But I have a lot going on personally here with her and then some other stuff personally that I'm trying
yeah.
to handle. So now that all that's kind of settling in, um, I just need to get a soft date thrown at me saying, hey, Mike, July 29th, it's a possibility. Cool. Then that's flip will
Could work.
switch. I'm like, all right,
Yep.
dieting again 100%, running my 6, 7 miles a day, starting to load on water, eating healthier, all that stuff.
Sturgis would be cool. That's enough time. That's
Sturgis would
August.
go.
Yeah, that'd be great. You know, there's
Mhm.
man,
I have a I have a feeling it'll be closer towards
yeah.
August, like the Sturgis card or the. I was trying to. I would love to get on that Perth card in
Oh,
Australia,
that's right.
but I don't think I don't think I could get my passport because I don't have it yet in time. I don't know if I can, but hey, if they said, "Hey, you down for July 29th in Perth?" Let's go. I'm out of here. Bye. Bye,
See
lady.
ya. Oh my god,
See
dude,
ya.
fucking Mike. Uh, was she just laughing?
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god, dude.
But you're pregnant. You can't do
Yeah,
it.
I don't. Can pregnant people? Well,
Well, yeah, they can, but she's a surrogate, so she
there's
can't
rules.
travel because
There's
it'll
rules,
be
right? That's
mhm.
crazy. Yeah,
restrictions. Yeah.
that's crazy. All right. So I'm gonna start kind of winding down. So I'm gonna just ask pretty random
Mhm.
questions now. Are you
Yeah.
uh are you a adrenaline junkie? There you go. That's what I wanted to ask. Are you an adrenaline junkie?
Am I maybe? Am I an adrenaline junkie?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
What gets you going, dude? What are you into?
Anything that will get me in trouble with the law or near death experience.
Have you
One of
have
those
you
two.
skydived?
No, she has.
I have. What? Tell him what you do to my son,
Oh,
like our kid.
I,
What we do?
I don't
What he
want
does?
CPS to call.
Bleep that out. You know what he? What? Okay, I've sky jumped or whatever. You jump out of
Yeah,
the airplane.
skydive.
Skydived.
That, but he recently, our son's 8, right? And he freaking bought a electric scooter for
Oh,
him.
That's
And mind you, it's not one of those like 10-mile electric scooters for
20
an 8-year-old.
plus,
like a
No,
20
right?
25.
25. And he goes, those two will go down like down Van Buren, like or down like a big
Yeah,
main street,
Newman.
and there's no sidewalk.
There's no bike lane. It's just like a
Nuts.
Just a road.
narrow white strip of the curb. Yeah, it's fun.
Crazy. So anything if he says, hey, do this, hey, do that, he'll do it. Like he won't
That's cool.
hesitate
Cool.
to like do
That's cool.
anything.
You got a little partner in crime, dude.
I do 100%. And then when we get home, we both get yelled at. I'm like, hey, just as soon as you get in the house, just, yes,
Yeah,
mom. Okay, go ahead, go.
You didn't do anything, right? No, no.
man. You
So yes, to answer your question, 100%, I'm a
so
adrenaline
roller
junkie.
coasters is cool. You have no problem. You can go
Absolutely,
on a
all
Goliath,
day.
go straight down.
I'll do all that. I'll be terrified as shit, but I'll do all of it.
Yeah, I'm always terrified waiting in line. That's probably the worst part of the whole experience is waiting in line. Because once I'm
Yeah.
strapped in, I'm not gonna start bitching. Like I'm just gonna just go.
Yeah. Well, because you
Yeah.
can't. Like, you can't be like, oh, I'm psyched.
I'm
Just
scared.
kidding.
A
Get me
big
out of
ass
here.
dude over here. I'm scared. I'm scared. Uh,
They would probably slap you. Like, shut
yeah.
up. That's funny.
Uh,
They'd be like, get
what's the
out of here.
craziest adrenaline inducing thing you've done?
Damn, that's a good question.
You swim your sharks,
Um,
bro. Ran with the bulls. That sounds cool
I probably would- I would never
though.
swim with sharks because those things are fucking vicious. Bulls, I would definitely fuck with a bull, but the most thing I've done is probably like got a gun, maybe got in a fist fight.
Okay, I mean that's a lot
I
of
got
adrenaline. Fighting is already a thing, yeah.
got in a fist fight in juvie. That was
Oh
adrenaline.
shit. Do we
That
need
was
to
fun.
touch on that or what's going on?
That that's good for
I
another
like
time.
that. We did can definitely do that. Is there any okay? Is there any hobbies you have? Like, I actually already asked that. Well, I asked you growing up, but what about now, dude? Other than training, is there anything that just you're practicing? You play the piano, stand up bass,
Mhm. Absolutely not. I'm either napping or I'm
eating.
eating.
Oh, that's a fighter.
Yeah.
That
It's boring, but like the gym is I constantly go to the gym. I go there for like 4 hours. She gets mad. It's just
that's work though.
it's
That's
it
work. That's work.
isn't.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm clocking in,
Yes,
clocking
yes,
out.
sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, yes, sir. Oh my God, Mike.
And then I always tell her too, like if I wasn't in the position that I'm in with BKFC, where I'm 2-0, 2 first round knockouts, my name's in the flyweight division on the bottom end of the bracket. I am known, so I wouldn't be working this hard towards it. It would just be more of a hobby. I do, and I would like to sign a multi-fight deal with them. I've already asked my management company because I've seen a few other guys get signed, and I'm like, they're like 0-4, 1-2,
It's crazy.
2-4.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, sign me. Like, why aren't you guys gonna sign me? I'm 2-0 with the dopest ring name out there. Like, and I'm down to fight. Like a lot of these BK guys that want to come in and fight, they're not down to
It's a
fight.
waste of
Right? Right?
space.
Like waste of space in the roster. So like the guys like Strode, those dudes
Yes.
come to fight. The guys like Cutman, yo, you know it's gonna be a
Yeah.
dogfight. You know,
Who you got real
um,
quick? Real quick
anybody
on
else?
that one. Who you got on that one? I like them both, so that's
Oh
tough. But
man,
who?
I probably have to. I love them
Yeah,
both. D-Man's my dude, but I might have to go
yeah,
with
me too.
Strode.
And I like G a lot, dude.
Yeah,
I think he's local.
I love
He
G. I
local
mean,
too?
he
Is he here?
uh
No, he's not. No,
I think he's in
yeah,
Hollywood, Florida. But no, he wrapped my hands for both my
that's
fights.
cool.
The
Yeah,
dude's cool. I just think Strode's a little bit more on the athletic, quick,
yeah,
fast, twitchy,
I
boom, boom,
agree.
long. He's a tall ass flyweight. Like if I ever get called to fight him, I'm gonna be like, God damn it,
Yeah,
fucking tall ass
yeah,
motherfucker. And he's
yeah.
fast. He hits hard. I mean, what he did to Wilson was
Mhm.
amazing.
Clean,
Just
yeah,
fast as
clean, dude.
fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
clean, clean. So if they both fight and bang it out, I have Strode. But if it's like a more of like a methodical, like playing chess the first 3 rounds, it might sway towards G side. But
It's
overall, it's
gonna
gonna
be an
be a great
amazing
fight.
fight. Yeah. Okay. Good.
I would love to see Strode fight Dodson
Oh man.
because you got someone this tall and someone
Yes.
this tall, someone that's short, small, fast as hell, southpaw against a tall, lengthy guy with power and speed. I'd be very interested on how
He,
Dodson would
yeah. How would he fare out?
how his game
Yeah.
plan is going to be. Because my game plan against Strode, I'm not playing outside. I'm coming
Going
all the
in
way in
close.
because
Yeah.
you're going to touch me every time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Um. Is there uh is there any people that you want to say thank you to, man? We can definitely clip a nice little, kind of like a montage of thank yous. People supported
Yeah.
you, friends, family, etc., etc.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with my old boxing coach Dale out in Orange County. That dude got my hands right for the past 5 years. I wouldn't be able to perform the way I did if it wasn't
Yeah.
for him. As far as skillfully, I want to thank my kids, all of them, for doing my shit during my weight cut. Um, and then most importantly, I want to thank wifey back here for all the above, getting helping me get on this win streak, supporting me, dealing with my shit, and letting me be able to still continue this. I guess you could say career, right? Because most people at my age, with the family life, you have to pull a full time job and do a 9 to 5. She's still understanding of like I'm in a good position. So I thank her for letting me try it out for maybe a few more years and then just go from
You know,
there.
I have to just to say that real quick, just to add on that. Um, you as a fighter, dude, you're not there alone. Like she, if you don't have good support at home, and there's fighters who train together with their spouse, their girlfriend, or whatever. It's a team effort. Like you're not like you and your
Hmm.
coaches, you and your teammates, and you and your significant other at home. So yeah, that's a big.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, I was on a 4 fight losing streak in a relationship that I was absolutely fucking miserable in. Met her. Now I'm 2-0 with two first round knockouts and the biggest bare knuckle organization. So it just goes to show like good energy, good
Yeah,
vibes around you. You start to be
of
successful.
course, that's right, man. I hope we get to see you fight soon. I mean, a lot of people that I interview them because it's like they fight good. Maybe they lost, but it doesn't matter. Like I see that they are really good fucking fighters, and
Hmm.
I hope I get to see more of you guys. I'm gonna just put my energy out there in the universe for the Sturgis. I want to see you and a couple of other fighters go to Sturgis, man. I'm gonna try to go. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a flyweight out in that area that I would love to fight.
it's out there, unless you have a name that you're interested in.
I do I do have a name. Um, it's not like a formal call out, but this guy's been chasing me for about a year. Justin
Oh,
Martinez,
yes.
but he could easily get it. Not worried about it. I respect the guy for what he's done in his last 2 fights, but his first victory in BK was not a
No.
win. His second one was a nasty, I think it was
Yeah.
overhand right with his wrist. But I mean, before that, he was what 0-6. Um, I'm not. He is not a fight that is interesting at all. I'm going to piece him up. Um, he's going to get finished. He thinks he's some wild power puncher and throws some windmill punches. He he started this by posting something about like a mouse in a mouse trap and calling me out, and I'm like, who is
Shit.
this guy? I looked him up. I saw that. I saw that he was 0-6 with all finishes. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to entertain this guy. Now it's like, if I'm going to go closer to him, with all due respect, I don't mind throwing hands
Good.
with him. I mean, I'm not
Yeah,
talking shit
yeah.
about the guy. The dude's, if he does catch me, I'm probably going to go out, but I don't see it happening
You're not
at
talking
all.
shit. You're just talking about yourself. Like you're just pushing. You're confident in yourself, and it may
Yeah,
sound like
just
it
trying to sell a
sounds like
fight.
you're talking shit, but no, you're just letting us know that it's no joke. That you'll take it out. Just smoke it. Let's go finish it. Yeah.
Yeah, he messaged me a while ago, and I was like, yeah, I'm down. He messaged me. He's like, "Are you off suspension?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I have been. I'm down. Like, I'm not scared of
That might be
anybody.
pretty good.
I would fight Dodson. I mean, I would fight Dodson next
Yeah.
month. I don't care. Like, I don't care who the person is. But just in my opinion, that fight's a lose for me. But I would take it because I'd be out in Sturgis closer to
Yeah.
him. So I'd be down for
We're gonna
for that
get there.
fight.
I'm
With
gonna get
anybody.
out there. I freaking I don't know if David Feldman's annoyed already by how much I freaking tag him with like I want to see this guy fight. Let's go. We should push this guy. Let's see him again. This and that. Right.
Tag me for the Sturgis
Yes,
card.
we need to do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna clip this out real
Yeah,
cool. Um, Mike, thank you so much, dude. Local fighter, Mike Hansen, man. I appreciate you. It's been fun. Let's plan a hangout. I'm gonna try to get whatever California SoCal fighters are together. Maybe we can do like a cool hangout.
that'd
I'd
be
like to
dope.
see you fight soon. Thank you so much for I know. I
Yeah.
know making the time to do something, especially just something like this, it's a little tough. You guys are pretty busy. Like I said in messaging, fighters
Mhm.
they're busy. They have a life, so I appreciate you taking the time to do this interview with me. And yeah, man, let's see what let's get you out there. Let's do it. Yeah,
Sturgeon.
Let's do
Let's
it.
do it.
I am
I'm down.
Mr. Saturn, and this is Mike Hansen.
Bye, guys. Thank you.